Hello, this is Brother Joseph. This is how you put the habit together. I have each part on a chair here. This is the mark. This is the top and arms. This is Luke. This is the back. This is Matthew, the front, and then John, the waist. Put them out here so you can see each part. When I put it together, I always leave it together until I wash it. Then I take it all apart. You just slip it right on the top. It's really easy. We'll start with the top and arms. And I look for there's 4 buttons. They go in the back. So we put this in the back, and this goes in the front. And then you just do the arms up. You can do the arms before you put them on, or you can just, it doesn't matter. You can do them while they're draped over you, and that's just fine too. Might be easier. It all depends on you and your personality. Takes a little while to put together, and sometimes I forget things and I get something wrong, and that's okay too. It's okay to forget and get something a little bit. You can always start over, look at the cheat sheets, and figure it out from there. There's a few parts that are tricky, like the armpit areas. It can be tricky. Sometimes I miss a button or two. I have to go back and redo it. Alright, there's 2 buttons on the very end, and I did that so the sleeve doesn't drape. And my aim was, of course, to get the 40 count when it comes to the buttons, because 40 is symbolic, and symbology is important. That's why you wear a habit. There's a meaning in everything. Okay, arms are done, and it's about as far as you're going to get is the arms. Now, we're going to do the back. I like to do the back before the front, and the reason why is because it's just a lot easier and the back has to go on first. First thing I got to do is line up my buttons up top. I already have it folded. I like to make sure the seam is on the inside. And I slip it over top like this. And then I look for those 3 buttons for the shoulders. Just like this. And I put my thumb through and then slip that button right through. Start on the outside, go to the inside. That's what I like. But you can go to the inside and do the outside. That's perfectly fine too. Just like this. And this end is up. And I don't do more right now outside of the shoulders. That's all you can really do until you put Matthew on. Once you put Matthew on, it's a little different. It's easier to put together on the body too, I found. But if it's easier for you to take it off the body and put it on, that's perfectly fine too. All right. If you misbutton something, that's okay. That happens. Come on. This one doesn't want to go through. That's okay. Yeah. All right. Here we are. Come on. Oh, I see. I didn't get it all the way through. There. Now you do Matthew. That was Luke. This is Matthew. If I misspoke, then please forgive me. Again, the seam is on the inside, not the outside. And just do one at a time. I like to start on the outside and work my way in. Just like this. Now, important point is that this loose button here, and I didn't do this until just now, you put right on, this is mark, and this slit right here is going to go right through that slit for Mark. Slit from Matthew, and Mark is going to, the button is going to go, it keeps the hood part together. Alright. And we'll just start on the outside again. There we are. Two. And three. There we are. Now I take it off. And I'll hold it by the hood. Find it's easiest. You can put the back together. I'm gonna sit down. Let me bring myself closer. Let's turn it down. And I'll show you what I'm doing here. There we go. I do one side and then I do the other, but before I do any sides, I'm going to do the back. There's one button that connects to the slit here. I'm going to look for the slit. Right here it is. I'm going to look for the button to go 1, 2, 3 for the back. The fourth button goes into the slit. It holds the back together. That's Mark. Then you take the one button. It's just below the top 3 on Luke. And it goes right through. It holds that back together. And these 3 for the hood go right in there. And you can do them in any order you want. 2, 3. Hood is done. Just like that. Now, one side and then the other. I like to start at the very bottom. And there's a reason why. Because you can line up your seams and you don't miss button like anything. So line up my seams. I follow it. Follow it. My first button, my first slit. There you go. Follow it. Next button and slit. Just like that. Alright. Pull the arm out. Alright. And that second button should the back goes on, and then the front over top of it. Just like that. Next button and slit. Back. Goes on. Front over top. Just like that. Button however you want. Alright, come on. There we go. I'm going to stop here for a minute. The arm, right here, there's one slit and one button that keeps the shoulder together. And then on the other side, you have on the other side of the arm, you have a button that goes right into this right here. There's the... No, we're not. Okay, go back over here. You get the idea. In the back. And the top. Now, the next part is the shoulder. This is, or the armpit, and this is difficult if you're not familiar with everything, and even if you are a bit. Find the slit. Here's the slit. Put the button in the slit, but before I do that, I need to make sure the arms go in there. The arms from Mark go into the button. Right there. One part of the arm. Then the other part of the arm. So there's 4 pieces that all go in this one button. Come on, get in there. And this one. And then we do the other side. There it is. One side's done. Takes a while to put together. That's alright. Okay, well, before we find our seam, let's do the shoulders. Alright, got the arm. It's the top slit for the shoulders. Go in. We'll do it that way. And we do the bottom and follow the seam up. So then we're even. I've done this before several times, so I kind of just know it. Alright. And we start with our first buttons and slit. First one. Alright. This is the front. Alright. This and this. I always want Matthew to be on top. You know? The Matthew piece of cloth on top. Just because. It's a better. It just fits better together, you know, when Matthew's on top and you're consistent all around. Luke first, Matthew second. Luke first, and that goes for the buttons too. Luke first, Matthew second. If I run out of, I'm close to being out of film. So if I run out, I'll have to do it, finish it up on another. But this is how the habit goes. It's going nice and smooth. Alright. Real nice and smooth. Haven't missed a single button yet. That's a good thing. Sometimes that happens. Alright. Well, that's interesting. How'd that happen? Okay. Now, oh yeah, this is the armpit. Okay, let's do the armpit. Alright. The armpit, you slip the arms in there. Luke has a button. You go through both of the ends of the arm of Mark, and it goes right through Matthew. So it connects that whole thing together, and it's done. That one. Now I gotta put together John. I'll drape it over here so it's easier to put on from bottom to top. John. John shouldn't take long at all. Where's my, and I look for the end with all the holes. Right here it is. You can do one fold, then second fold. You can do both at the same time. One fold here. Second. Just like that. See that? Alright. Find the button. First fold at the end. Second fold right here. Right there. Pop. Through. Alright. for the next button on the seam. See that? Fold it once. And the second time. Bam. Together. Alright. Next button. Fold. And this happens 7 times. Now the slits for the putting it on are cut according to my waistline. You cut them according to your waistline. Cut with the slits where they need to be for you, according to your waistline. Technically you don't even need slits to put it on, but I like it just to keep it from falling down. There we go. 2 more, is it? No, 1 more? 2 more. Because there's 7. And 7, of course, is symbolic. The waistline. John deals a lot with 7s. And so it's just appropriate for him. 7 buttons. This is the last one. Okay, it's ready. So, start at the bottom, and I just slip it over top. Just like this. Find your arms. Just like this. Just like this. And slip it right on top. Oh, okay. Turn that up. There we go. And over a little more. That way. Okay. Good. Slip it right on top. Right over top. It takes a little while to find the arms, but you can find them. Now, for this, I look for the end with the extra slit. Oops. Okay. Extra slit is here. Just put my finger right through there. There it is. That goes right on that button right there. See that? That button? Comes around. Just like this. And that other top slit right here. Just put your finger through that. The same button. See that? Then, once I got it there, I keep my thumb here. Hook it back round so I can take this, slip it through, pull tight. There you go. That's how you put the habit together after washing it and put it on. That's the end. That's how the habit works. My contact information should be on it, and contact me if you have questions. Thanks and God bless.